What's up, everybody? It's Make It Make Sense. We got a lot to discuss. I decided to do this one live because I'm going to want to know how you guys are feeling about what I'm saying in real time. Now, we're going to start with Nene, but y'all know we got to get to...
Which meaning you'd have a divorce.
If my husband ever leaves me, I'm going with him.
He will never emotionally fulfill you, ever. Know that.
Know that. Like the video as the intro plays because we got a lot to discuss and we don't have a lot of time.
Make it make sense. Could somebody please make it make sense?
Big moves. Surfer. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense.
She lied, and I should have known better when I seen her hair.
I gotta feel you.
Sheree gets me every time with that. Yes, definitely hit the like button. Hit the like button. What's up, Tia? Okay. Yeah, y'all been asking for more lives, so I'm giving you more lives, especially when I want to see what you got to say. So I get in trouble all the time whenever I do these Nene stories. Nene has a very staunch fan base. They love me when I'm praising Nene. They don't like me when I'm not. But, you know, around here, it is what it is. And, you know, I got to call it like I see it because
So a straight shooter. Pow, pow. And...
pow, pow. Okay, so I don't know if you guys have seen this yet, but Nene gave a little impromptu interview with TMZ, and this is what she had to say.
Overall, like since you guys kind of talked a little bit.
I don't know how she's doing overall. I just reached out to her because she reached out to me during the time when I was really going through something. But I would have to think that she's taking it hard. I mean, it's a divorce. It's not easy.
Yeah, of course. I know Kim's making small appearances on the show.
Okay, so basically Nene has reached out to Kim. My issue has always been the same. I can believe everything that Nene said that went on with Bravo. We have time and time again where we have all seen Kim do some shady stuff. Really quickly, we got like 40 likes and about 150 people in here. So we got to let YouTube know that we are here live and this is not my normal time. So please hit that like button. Lives are a little tricky. So anyway, I wanted to remind you guys because for me personally, Nene reaching out to Kim, it does not sit well with me. I was ready to support Nene and everything she said about the network. But if you can forgive Kim enough to reach out for her messy divorce, then why is the network the problem? I don't know. Do you guys remember any of this?
You can talk to people like they're a slave. Your slave is behind you.
Don Juan's face had me cracking up. Don Juan's face had me cracking up. But what Kim was doing to Sweetie felt like she was her indentured servant. So let's not forget that. So where things get lost in the sauce with Nene is where I find it to be problematic because Nene was very direct in her response.
The way that Kim is treating Sweetie is very unacceptable to me. I don't like it. Not only are you disrespecting Sweetie, you are disrespecting me.
So again, we can go back and we can look at all of these instances where Kim Zolciak did something that was racist, uncool, and thinly veiled racism at that. And it's never like, case in point.
So I didn't want to go to Deshaun's barbecue and hang out with Nene and eat chicken. You know, I found that comment to be very suspect.
Nene had to deal with this from the beginning. So this, people go back and forth with me all the time. They're like, oh, you can have a racist coworker and work along with them, but you're not coworkers anymore. So why do you see it fit to reach out to Kim when she's in need, when she made your work environment unbearable to the point where you had to sue the network 10 years after the woman was already off the show? I can't believe it. But I can believe that Kim had some racist stuff going on.
What do you mean? We didn't have chicken. We had lamb and shrimp.
Chicken, hot dogs, hamburgers. I mean, I just said chicken. Like,
you think it was racist?
Yeah, it is. It is somewhat racist.
Nene was saying this all the way from season 1. So I believe her in that. But at the same, and she vouched for her to come on the show. Now, I can believe that maybe she didn't know all the stuff. Like at the time, Kim was dating some rich man, probably had access to stuff. So, Nene was a bit of a social climber. I get it. But you are now 2023. This was what, 2009, 2010. You've already sued the network, but Kim is the one that's still in your Rolodex. We can go situation after situation. Here we go.
I don't give a what happened. There's no excuse for it. It's a baby shower. I'm not in the hood, and I got my kids running around. No, sir. I was just so.
I'm not in the hood. I'm not in the hood. Y'all do remember these things, right? I'm not the only. She has devolved. I mean, and I want the Nene fans to let me know, because it might just be me. But, right, it says, way back when Nene appeared to have standards, she has devolved. Kim has racist tendencies, but Nene only points it out when they fall out or when it suits Nene's purposes. Now, at the beginning of the show, I'm with you. She did all these things. You did choke the woman, but she did all these things. Why now is it okay? And she was at the core of your lawsuit. So you want us to stand behind you. You want us to dislike Kandi because you said that Kandi went behind the cast back to talk to the network to get on the Black Lives Matter, all that kind of stuff, to get in tune with what was going on and changes that needed to be made to have more Black people in the production, have more Black staff. You felt betrayed by Kandi and you wanted us to turn on Kandi for that. But Kim, the person who was actually racist on the cast, is somebody who you could hang with and you want back on the show. This is why, I know Nene fans are going to get me for this, but it is what it is. Like, y'all, I'm sure you guys are seeing me. We got about 250 people in here. Again, guys, this is not my normal time, so definitely hit the like button. We don't even have 100 likes. Kim's made racist comments about chicken, watermelon, the list goes on. It's strategic. Maybe she can rent a room in Nene's house when Kroy takes his house back. Nene don't have a house. Nene moved out of her large mansion at a time where Atlanta real estate was extremely expensive, bought a penthouse, and that penthouse was too expensive. She is now downsized, but she's no longer letting people know where she lives, which is smart. I think that without that $2.5 million coming in, any money that she was getting from her clothing stores, when everything kind of like shut down for Nene, it made sense for her to downsize. She didn't need a $3 million penthouse. Nene never liked Kandi from day one. She blamed Kandi for the decision she made to take her off tardy for the party. You said it, not me. Please hit the like button. Okay, so now don't get me wrong. If you're a Nene fan, definitely speak up. If you feel that, I'm off, let me know. But as far as I see, I can't stand behind Nene if you're going to stand behind Kim Zolciak. Just saying. Even Wendy chimed in. Shout out to Wendy. I miss Wendy.
If your assistant/friend, Sweetie, who happens to be Black, she's supposed to be your go-to person on what not to say, so as not to be mistaken for a racist, Kim. And also, use a hater, as the kids say. Use a hater. Okay, so this is what happens. So Kandi, here in the middle, bought or rented or whatever it is.
I miss old Wendy. I miss old Nene. I miss old Monique. Where's all the old people? I want them back.
Is a very big house, a house that comes with an attachment house, big soaring ceilings, beautiful staircase, a gated community. So one of the gates didn't work. Kim shows up in her Range Rover with her assistant Sweetie down here. And so Kim says, oh, only one gate works? Welcome to the ghetto. Okay, so all right, fine. We all use the ghetto word here and there, but she would not stop. She gets into Candy's.
I don't think that Kim, blonde, maybe she got blue eyes when she wears contacts, has the ability to call people hood, Black people hood and ghetto. Sorry.
House, she criticizes the paint and the ceilings, and Candy's house didn't come fully furnished, so Candy has to furnish it. She walked down the stairwell. She said, "You are going to paint this black. This would look so much better." Like you are a hater, and there were a few racist comments, like I said, Kim. So you do need to sit down on the sideline.
The racist comments were her telling Candy, "Oh, it's a good thing your pool is indoors because you're Black. You don't need the sun." Oh, Sweetie said that this was a bad neighborhood, so I locked my doors when I got off the freeway. We all remember this. Shout out to old school Wendy. I really do miss her. Nene wanted to be like Kim, in my opinion, until Kim became a threat. What, dating married men? We got 300 watching. Where are we on likes? Still only got like 100 likes. Guys, go ahead and hit that like button. So the point that I was making was I cannot get with Nene and this forgiveness train with Kim, but the expectation is that we are supposed to boycott Bravo and everything else when you're not even boycotting the person who you felt made your work environment unbearable. Like, get it together. Let's keep on. Let's continue on.
Does the ATL need Kim and Nene back on the show? A lot of people would say you guys part of the show. You guys have brought so much funniness to it.
Well, I would just say check the ratings.
What do you mean by that?
Now that's old school Nene. I miss this version of Nene. Check the ratings. We didn't eat chicken. We ate duck or whatever she said they ate.
Well, I mean, that should give you an answer.
I mean, would you be down to come back?
I would come back for the fans.
Okay.
Because the fans are the ones that love me. They're the ones that love to see me in that position. And
you would come back for the money because you need it. Let's keep it real. You would come back for the money because you need it.
Is it a coincidence? Is it a coincidence? I ask you. Is it a coincidence?
No, it's not.
I would do anything for them.
Of course. I mean, and the fans were actually kind of upset that you were edited out of the trailer, the flashback. I mean, people were pretty heated.
Yeah. I thought that was funny, and I thought that was kind of crazy to do. But I also think that people sometimes use reverse psychology.
Okay, so let's talk about this because I hadn't yet. She's talking about when the editors edit her out of the old school picture. This was like 2 weeks ago when the show aired. And there was this whole big to-do about the fact that they were shading Nene and they edited her out. Here's the thing. I looked it up and it says specifically, Nene did not want the show to continue to make money off her and use her likeness. So you don't want them to use your likeness. They take you off this, and now you make these comments to the fans saying, thank you so much. Wait, where is it? Thank you so much for supporting me. I can't believe that they would do that. But which one is it? Is it really the case? Why do we have to go through this? Let's see. Nene says, thank you. That was actually crazy that they edited you out. So do you want them to use your likeness or not? Yes, Bravo does own the rights to Nene's likeness. The contracts for reality stars are basically selling your soul. You don't get royalties. Everything that you get has to be paid up front. So Nene getting that $2.5 million at the time, being the highest paid housewife across any franchise, was a great deal because they can use her likeness for perpetuity. That's their right to do so. It's written in every contract. She was grieving. I do give Nene some leeway for what she went through with Greg, but that's not really what I'm saying. You want me to back you in your claims about Bravo and racism, which I agree Kim was racist, but you can't backtrack and backpedal and then befriend her again and still expect us to be mad at Bravo. It's not making sense. Please don't bring Nene back. Nene's head got big. That's when her bridges came tumbling down. Just saying. Nene sued Bravo, which owned by NBC. You pretty much trashed your own career. I do think, here's the thing. Let's talk us. Nene is a certified reality star. She has made a name for herself to the extent that only a few other people have in reality TV, like Tiffany Pollard, i.e. New York. But Nene needs an ensemble cast similar to New York. Nene came after New York and profited in a way that New York could have never even thought she could have. The thing is, if Nene were so interesting alone, then she would have gotten another deal somewhere, whether it be with Zeus, whether it be with BET for her own show. Nene needs an ensemble cast to really shine. Sorry. But yeah, let's continue on. You don't want them to use your likeness. When they don't use your likeness, you get mad. I make it make sense, Nene. I'm trying. I like Nene. My subscribers get super mad when I'm like, I would want her back on the show. Why is Alvin from Love and Hip Hop Miami Nene's assistant currently? He was messy on Love and Hip Hop Miami. And now he's here. She might as well as get Johnny, Candy's old assistant. Or Drew's old assistant with the butt pads. Because this is, what are we doing, Nene?
Okay. And so maybe they were thinking if we edit her out, maybe they'll make more people tune in the next week. So that's how I try to think of it. Maybe they were like, okay, we're going to edit her out, and then people tune in next week to watch. I mean, I don't know. But I think it was a bad.
I don't think that at all. I just think that you said don't use your likeness, and they didn't. What is she talking about? Reverse psychology. What? Because he need a job. Nene doesn't want to admit she needs a steady check. That's why she would go back. I want Nene to go back. People get mad when I say it, but I want Nene to go back. I hate that Nene didn't remain humble. What's up, Aaron? Nene is a liability in the show. If she doesn't get her way, she will sue. She does need a cast, but not Kim. I'm with you. I'm definitely with you. Let's see where we are. Are y'all liking these lives? 163 likes. Are you guys liking when I do pre-recorded videos or I come in and pop in and do live? Let me know in the chat and on the replay game. But let's continue for, Nene's interview.
Bad move to do.
Do you think it was production being shady?
I don't even think it was production, because production only do what the orders are that they get from the top. So somebody from the top ordered that to be done, and they did what they were told to do.
Asking you shall receive. Asking you shall receive. You are so upset that you had to be on a cast with a racist and you felt like they made exceptions for Kim and her racism, and we all agreed with you. Now you want to be back on the cast with that racist? Nene. Let's get to the woman of the hour.
Which meaning you'd have a divorce.
If my husband ever leaves me, I'm going with him.
He will never emotionally fulfill you. Ever. Know that.
Okay, so y'all are liking the lives. You like a pop-up here and there. Like the lives and okay, well, thanks. I appreciate that. Nene is reaching, child. Her mouth keeps her broke. Lives. Okay, so now y'all. Oh, the roach incident. Yeah, we can't forget that Kim said that Nene had roaches, in her brand new multi-million-dollar home. But it is what it is. Let me put this one in. Okay. So we got to move on to your girl, Kyle. Now, Kyle has, in my opinion, really just told us what the truth was. When that story came out, it wasn't that I did not believe it. I didn't want to believe it because a 27-year marriage and, you know, they seem like they're in love, but the signs were there. So I want to kind of catch you guys up to what has happened, because I really do think that the what Kyle put out regarding what happened in their relationship was more of an admission that they are separated than her saying we're still together. Kyle says, in regards to the news that came out about us today, any claims regarding us divorcing are untrue. However, yes, we've had a rough year, the most challenging one of our marriage. So this coincides with the person said. They are not actively together. They're separated, but living together. People ask, well, how do you separate but live together? A lot of people do it. Not everybody can afford a whole new home, but we're going to get to that because they just took out a $5 million mortgage. She says, but we both love and respect each other tremendously. There has been no wrongdoing on anyone's part. Although we are in the public eye, we ask to be able to work through our issues privately. While it may be entertaining to speculate, please do not create false stories to fit a further salacious narrative, like what I do on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Just playing. She didn't say that last part. But I think there was a bit of wrongdoing. People have come out with some blind items. Somebody said, here's the deal. Keep anonymous, please. My mom is besties with Kyle. Kyle was having an emotional relationship. She told Mauricio a month ago. They didn't want to give up on relationships, so they said they would work on things. Kyle's oldest daughter was aware when Kyle fessed up to Mauricio. Everyone makes a big fuss about Kyle's weight. She was losing weight from stress. They have been having problems for almost a year. She's not on Ozempic. I think once they announced separation, they immediately regretted it. We're hopeful they'll stay together. It's not a publicity stunt. It's not a publicity stunt, but the cameras have started rolling again for RHOBH. They had already wrapped. They are now filming all this the same way they did with Drew and Ralph. Now, this was a blind item. So let me go ahead and put my allegedly banner, but y'all can let me know if y'all believe what this blind item is saying. I don't create the news. I just report it. Not only did they have matching rings, now people have seen, now they have matching tattoos. So y'all tell me, do you think that Kyle is a munch? Is she munching on this little girl? She's doing Barbie scissor kicks with that woman. We're not blind. Ooh. She basically confirmed that they have exactly everything that the person said in People magazine, which is what I would consider a reputable magazine. I believe to be true. All facts because she needs others to succeed. But no one mentioned divorce. Everything I read said separating. So she's not denying the separation part. Exactly. Even just saying, because, you know, where there's smoke, there's fire. I don't think that it's a divorce per se, because now we've seen them taking pictures wherever they go. Is it Utah or whatever, where they wear the cowboy stuff? Oh, no, that's her with her girlfriend. I mean, her friend. I mean, her music muse. There's pictures of them eating, smiling now with the family. Look, I found this from a year ago, and I hate to say, your boy called some of this. What's funny is some of you guys are in this chat right now, so I'll leave the chat running on this video.
She wants this to be over. You can tell she's over it. She's not like really comforting Kyle or really consoling Kyle. She's apologizing for what she did, even though she's not verbalized exactly what she said. Kyle said something that kind of like stuck with me. And Natasha, you're going to like this. Kyle said that after her parents died and in her like adult life, she doesn't feel like she has a cheerleader. Kyle, your cheerleader should be your husband. Are you saying that your husband is not your cheerleader and that Allison Dubois was right? Because that's what it sounds like to me, people. Y'all, Alison Dubois came out, I think she was on a podcast, and she was saying that Kyle had harassed her in her DMs and stuff like that, and she still hates Kyle to this day. But y'all tell me, does it sound like Alison was correct about Kyle? He will never emotionally fulfill you, ever. Know that. Mic drop. Y'all, it's the Patron. Sorry.
Okay, so anyway, the point was on that episode, she was saying that she didn't have a cheerleader, and I picked up on the fact that Mauricio should be her cheerleader. In this instance, your husband at the time was 26. Your 26-year marriage to Mauricio, you didn't feel like you had anybody in your corner. Kyle was telling us this way last year, and I picked up on it. Just saying. So let's get into this, and I definitely want your opinion here. It says, Home Alone, RHOBH star Kyle Richards and husband Mauricio Umansky take out a huge $5.4 million mortgage on massive $8 million LA mansion. The Bravo favorite purchased her 7-bedroom, 7-bath for $8.2 million in 2017. The pair have the home, blah, blah, blah. But now they have a $5.3 million mortgage. We all know it was Smokey Robinson's house. Newly unearthed property documents show they borrowed a huge chunk of cash for their lavish Encino home from Morgan Stanley Private Bank. Aerial photos showcase an envious driveway of extravagant motors pictured at the home. Yet the repayments on their mortgage at 3% also total over $300,000 per year. Wow. According to the description, the agency noted developer is perfectly honored, blah, 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 blah. The point is, people take out mortgages all the time. But now that we have some semblance that there's trouble in paradise, why are you taking out a $5 million mortgage? We know that Mauricio has agencies everywhere, but why the $5 million mortgage? Do you guys think there's money problems? Because in a lot of situations, when you're rich like them, money problems hit, it can shake up a marriage. Again, rich people take out mortgages all the time. Lisa Rinna, I just did a video about Rinna. Rinna has, I think her house is $4 million, and she's taken almost the entire equity in her home out in mortgages. I believe it was either 4 or 5 million. Either way it goes, they have millions of dollars in mortgages. And the most recent one was just at the end of last year for like another $1 million. So Kyle, we know that Kyle is wealthy. I think they list her Mauricio at like 100 million, but that wealth is maybe not liquid money. It might just be homes that they own, properties, the value of the agency, which is their real estate company. But trouble in paradise, and now $5 million in liquid money. What does that mean? Let me see what you guys are saying. Mauricio has been checked out the last few seasons. I mean, has he been checked out, or has he been checking somebody out?
Nice, the ladies, don't they? Dorit's dress is beautiful. Who wins?
Your wife.
No.
My wife.
I don't think so.
It says there's more tea. The agency stayed in the lawsuit and had a mass exodus of employees. And you guys remember the government was actually suing Mauricio as well. It all ties back to Portia. Allegedly, the rich African that Portia was seeing had purchased a $50 million estate with his company's money, with his country's money, and he did it illegally. And when his father, who was a dictator, was discovered to be a dictator and overthrown, they started unraveling all the stuff he'd be buying, like a Rolls Royce, like a $50 million home, like $80,000 purses. So Mauricio was tapped to sell that home, him and his business partner. Well, they went back to the government and said, we can't sell this house. it's too expensive. You know, it needs repairs. The house was beautiful. The house was on the season finale, and it was like a huge Malibu mansion. He said they couldn't sell it, so they allowed them to reduce the price to, I think, like 30,000 or 30 million. And what do you know? Mauricio's business partner and Mauricio bought that property. So now you have an estate worth 50 million that you then got for 30 million. And what happens? You turn right around and you sell it for the full price. So then the government came back, and that was the major lawsuit that Kyle and Mauricio have been facing for years. Because how is it you couldn't sell it for 50 million when it was our property, but once it became your property, you could sell it like that? Shady business dealings. So I don't know. I'll have to check out and see what's going on with that lawsuit, if it was ever settled, but that might be the reason why they need liquid money. Just saying. I'm here for, Kyle to find her happiness. It looked like Mauricio had found his happiness a long time ago. Ladies, gentlemen, could your husbands do that to your friend? The craziest part, though, is I always said that it felt like Kyle was more into Mauricio than Mauricio was into Kyle. Long-term RHOBH fans will know exactly what I'm talking about.
What are you doing? Get off my husband, you idiot. Get off my husband. Get off my husband.
Y'all remember that? So y'all are saying hell no. I wonder what Kathy and Rick... Now, Kathy has now, according to Kyle, apologized to her for everything that went on during the season. So they are in a good place. That happened at Kim Richards' daughter's wedding. They were all still, I think, in Utah. They love Utah, where the rich people play. They were all there. We got like 600 people in here. Let's see where we are on likes. Y'all asked for these lives. Great way to support the channel is to like the video. We only got 200 likes. Definitely hit the like button. It lets YouTube know that we are here and we are clowning and we are having a good time.
Nice, the ladies, don't they? Dorit's dress is beautiful. Who wins?
Your wife.
No,
My wife.
I don't think so.
The point is, I'm sad to see them break up unless it's really what they want. Do I believe all the new pictures of them together and happy and the joint statements? No. Do I think this will be good for the show? Absolutely. I absolutely think that this will be good for the show. And I'm not mad at it. Without Lisa Rinna being the villain on this season, we kind of needed something to like shake it up. What I don't want to see is Cynthia on there. Cynthia's been hanging out with everybody from Sutton to Quad. Cynthia wants back on Bravo ASAP. She will do it all, but I don't want them. It seemed forced. Nope, it's a front. These videos. 2 races separately. Kyle did Kim dirty when she had Mauricio steal her home. Stole my goddamn home. Love Kim Richards. Mauricio's looking okay. Do you guys think that this $5 million loan is us like symbolizing there might be something more going on than just the separation? Are they in desperate need of liquid money? Because we know that they have money, but liquid money is really where the problem is. You are 100% right. Kyle was more into the marriage than most. She gave desperate all the time, and it was not a cute look, but maybe she has found new love, and that's why they have these matching tattoos and these matching rings. Just saying. I wouldn't be mad at it. Shake Mauricio up. And who said that Mauricio was the prize? When they met, Kyle was the prize. Kyle was the one that got him the money. So we will be seeing what goes on moving forward with these two. I would not be mad if they work it out and Kyle gets rid of her girlfriend. In terms of Nene and Kim, I can't get behind you, Nene, if you're going to get behind Kim Zolciak. I cannot, continue to say, oh, we need Nene back if the woman who you disliked so thoroughly, the woman who made it hard for you to work at Bravo, is now somebody that you comfort and console in her time of need. Where they do that at?
The lies. There you go. This bitch. I'm telling you.
Anyway, like I said, you guys asked for these quick lives. I'm going to be bringing them to you along with my pre-records. Stuff like this, I just wanted to see what you guys had to say. The loan is probably for one of them to get their own house. That's kind of what I was thinking, right? Like, I would not be surprised if they need the liquid money to buy Kyle something nice, or even Mauricio to get a bachelor pad. Because no matter what, somebody's going to scoop Mauricio up quick. And somebody's already been munching on Kyle. So, or maybe they have an open thing. Maybe Kyle has reached, they said, Kyle's having a midlife crisis. Maybe she has lived her whole life not living in her truth. And maybe this girl is fun. Maybe this girl is hitting spots that Mauricio couldn't hit. And, may the best man or woman win her heart. Good luck, Kyle. They don't make a bad couple. They are coupled up all the time. So, actually, they kind of look like a little bit like mother-daughter, like maybe Miley Cyrus and her mom. But, age ain't nothing. Oh, let me not say that. Bad reference. Dorit gonna leave PK? Well, Dorit does actually want a man with money. So if leaving PK is where it's at for her, go for it. A new property for one of them and his lawyers. Hey, PK is too sexy to leave. I think you're alone in that mindset, Gustav. None of them are loyal, in my opinion. Vile has no heart. Okay, y'all. This was fun. I enjoyed it. I might come back a little bit later, or maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. Like the video on your way out. Thank you guys for being here, and I'm going to see you guys later. Have a good one.